Permíteme mostrarte mi siguiente evolución.
¿Qué tan grande tiene?
¿Qué tal si comenzamos de una vez?
I'm not gonna lie, I just love every time I hear that song. I mean, I thought the previous song for the intro got me pumped up, but this one, oh, this one does a 10. This one takes it to a 10. Then it cranks it up to that 10.5. And then we decide to upgrade it, so we put it at 11 because 10.5 sounds stupid. So we're cranking it up to 11 for the Brony Show 448. And I am your host, as always, here to bring you another week of Brony content. I am Circuit Main. And of course, I am joined by our wonderful group of panelists, both from afar, close up, and probably all completely out of our minds. We are joined by Deathlight Productions.
Hi.
DM21.
Don't do steroids, kids.
Tech Stallion. Tech Stallion.
He's muted.
Tech Stallion, where are you? We need you. Okay, moving on.
I think didn't he say he was going to go do? Was he the one that had to go do?
Right? Yeah. He's gonna do flower. Oh, jeez, I am sorry. I am out of it, but I'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, Tech Stallion went to go take care of some parental flowers. His parents' flowers. That did not sound right the first time.
Parental flowers.
Parental flower. No, let's not do that. That sounds horrible.
I didn't know he was raised by plants.
No, we're moving on.
Relationship.
Toakoi. We got Toakoi.
I was going to do a Kingdom Hearts thing, but you just made Perennial sound daddy.
No! Tsuki, the talk was ended.
Whatever.
All right.
All you had to say was he went to take care of the perennial plants, and it would have been, oh, you mean those plants that you buy and just take care of? Okay.
Alright. Well, in any case, we're here to bring you all the fun content and silliness of the Brony community for another week. However, this is on July the 5th. Yesterday was the Independence Day of the United States, which, of course, a large majority of us here are based in. So a large chunk of us were probably relaxing and having fun yesterday. However, since it was also on a Sunday, it also means that a lot of things didn't exactly close for the holiday until today because, federal stuff just needs to actually have a day off. You can't just say it's a federal holiday and then not let anything close off of its normal time. So, okay, Sonic, don't worry. We will get that video. That video will be in the show notes, probably. I had to dig it up a bit. It's kind of a pain to find, to be honest. But I love it.
A lot of older pony content is, but not some of the new stuff.
Anyway, moving on. But yeah, anyway, getting back on track here. So, since a good chunk of people are still checked out for the holiday, we're taking it a little bit easy today. We're going to be going into Tabletop Simulator, and we're going to be putting together a puzzle and just talking about random stuff as we talk. Of course, one of the big reasons is while I was getting ready for the holiday, I went by my I went by my local liquor stores, and I happened to come across Brony beer. The Brony beer that originally was being sold, and then they had to pull it back because of cease and desist. Mostly because the previous cans had a small snippet of what looked like Twilight, but it was enough that Hasbro kind of went, eh. So, yes, everybody. Hasbro will cease and desist anybody they can to protect their stuff, not just Bronies.
I'm glad to see you got the cup at least.
Oh, no, I've been buying a ton of merchandise off of, it's not Everfree. I wish I'd see Everfree with Truck Cups. TruckCon, thank you. No, not TruckCon. What are you? No. Cider Fest.
Yeah.
Ponyville Cider Fest, and also the other cons that the runners do, which is was MSP, which is no longer a con, at Midwest Pony Fest.
Ooh, Midwest Pony Fest was always fun. I loved going there.
I think it's still going on. It was Midwest Pony Fest the one that's still going on?
No, it's not. The last time anything from that convention crew was Canalot KC, but that was on the last year of Nightmare Nights Dallas, so yeah.
No, I think we're talking about two different cons. I'm talking about one that anyway. But yeah, no, the people that does the people group that do the cons for Ponyville Cider Fest and a few others, they have a lot
Windy
of...
City you might be thinking.
What?
Windy City and Midwest. Sorry,
Windy City. Windy City.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah.
You know it's bad whenever we get confused on the conventions.
No, that's a good thing. That's an awesome thing. I mean, we only have 2 or 3,
there's a lot.
It means that there's a lot of good conventions out there, and I'm happy for that. Even now, we still got good conventions, and I'm very happy for that. But no, yeah. But anyway,
A good amount of them are online.
Getting back on track here. So yeah, that's where the class is from. They're selling a bunch of their merch during the pandemic. Well, during Celestia's Pancake Madness, which is good because you need a lot of good cups to swallow all that syrup. But I got a lot of glassware from them because of it. So yeah, that's just the small amount of the
Twilight Sparkle beer jug. Beer jug, I mean, sorry.
Oh yeah, the metal Steiner. I think I got it from BronyCon back in 2013. Yeah. But in any case, yeah, I found Brony beer. I'm drinking it right now. This is my second can. I'm probably already quite buzzed, which is also why it explains why I'm kind of in a weird state. But we're gonna keep doing this anyway.
I'm glad you're not one of those that just tries to save it for years and years and have it go bad because of the collection.
I've been debating on that. I am so debating on that. Do you know what's funny? You don't see it in this collection video, but one shelf down, I have a Rainbow Dash energy drink that they were selling out of Hot Topic and Spencer's for $4. This was in 2012. I don't dare open that thing anymore.
Don't open it.
I will not.
It's like a time bomb for one's stomach.
I will never open that now, but it exists. I have that.
All I can say is, if you ever want to do that, make sure you have a way of depressurizing it.
Dude, the thing is flat.
Like the gases that build up.
There's no pressure there. It's probably flat as hell. The problem is that it's probably past its goodbye date, so it probably tastes like stale soda at best. At worst, it probably will cause some.
How carbon works for a moment there.
Yeah, no, the carbonation's probably all but gone at this point. It's going to be flat. It's going to be stale, and it's going to taste funny. Not in a good way, funny. I mean, let's face it. If you actually got a Crystal Pepsi that was made back in the 1980s, you could still drink it now, but it's not going to be pleasant if you do.
Yeah. You can eat or drink anything if you're brave enough. Just don't.
Well, you can eat or drink anything processed if you're brave enough. It's just sometimes it's not the best thing in the world.
Boys aren't brave boys.
May I remind you that the reason we know that honey doesn't spoil is because someone took Egyptian honey that was in a tomb for several thousand years, put a finger in it, tasted it, and went, "Oh, this is fine," and did not die.
Nobody took new Coke from an Egyptian tomb and drank it later.
I am saying honey, and technically honey is a processed thing.
And I think you actually meant oats. I believe that they ate oats that were in an
How does
Egyptian
that
tomb.
relate to anything?
It doesn't. I have no idea what he's talking about. So, sorry, my apologies.
We started on this
Brony beer.
because people.
Anyway, so yeah, Brony beer, and they also have a nice little tagline on the side of it. So before we actually get started with the show proper, even though we're running late and Toakoi's interruptions are not helping that, here's the statement they have at the side of the can. Ponies are cool. They can fly and make magic and have the prettiest tails. TALES. But people have hands. Ponies don't. With hands, people can drink beer. Usually. Like this beer here. This beer is for bronies, not phonies. Well, melon. I'll go with melon. Mafueca. Citra and Racao hops swim together in notes of citrus, strawberry, and orchard fruits. You can even share it with your pony, Brony. But you'll probably have to help it drink it, because ponies don't have hands. And with that, I'd like to open up the floor, as usual, with a little bit of What's Up, Brony. So, what's up, Bronies?
Well, other than the alcohol that I bought last week, the bear, something I ordered from the Etsy has finally arrived. It's actually from BabsCon Online C-Lab 2021.
Oh, I actually got my shirt a couple weeks ago too, and I was wearing it earlier today while cleaning. I love it. It fits nicely.
This Baroness Blaze canvas picture looks great.
Oh, you got a canvas picture. I got the T-shirt. I tend to have the T-shirts, and I got way too many prints anyway, so I've been kind of hesitant on prints now.
I have too many clothes as it is already, so I just went for something that I'll be able to enjoy on the wall for a long time.
It makes perfect sense. I'm 100% for that.
I was going to order some pins as well, but then I factored into the shipping costs and taxes. I just went for the one thing that I was going to be able to afford.
All right.
When it all added up, I mean.
Meanwhile, I'm not drinking alcohol tonight. I am trying out an Irish cream soda that I got at when checking out the store new for me here, Lidl.
Nice.
There's a joke there that I'm not going to do since, I make inappropriate comments.
Let's leave it alone then.
Well,
That does sound awesome though.
Yeah, it's not bad, but yeah, I will say here I am if we're talking about drinking though, I am planning on possibly doing a drinking stream tomorrow.
nice.
Oh, that should be fun, but remember, don't overdrink.
Overdo it. That's the best part.
That's the best time to do it.
No, basically, I'm using it as an excuse because my roommate bought a bunch of White Claw now, and I'm like, you know what? I've never tried White Claw, so screw it.
Oh,
I'll find an excuse to try White Claw tomorrow.
Tonight might be the only.
I'm never gonna try White Claw. I just don't have a taste for seltzer water, and White Claw just sounds like so much bad.
Yeah, that's like I won't like I'm gonna try it just to see if for some reason if it's alcoholic I suddenly can go for it more.
Oh, let me know how that goes. Maybe I'll get curious.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys get to see the paragraph on my dragon's milk.
Actually, I have that up here.
Yeah.
Throughout the ages, dragon's milk has been a term used to describe potent ales and elixirs worthy of celebration, of reward at the end of a journey. Our signature stout carries on that tradition today. Roasted malt delivers notes of coffee and chocolate, married with sweet undertones of vanilla and oak, from a 3-month stay in bourbon barrels to create a truly legendary blend of flavor.
I got two or
It's just
three
funny, I
implications
enjoy it.
from this.
It really does go into that a little bit.
Anyways, because I wasn't here last week, you guys didn't get to see all the progress I did on my truck.
I've been holding on to those pictures and everything that you've been doing, waiting for you to get here. So, okay, let's see.
Yeah.
It was quite crushed.
So how has that truck been going?
The 84's been going real well. I wasn't able to get the panel yet, well, the quarter panel yet to replace the part that I cut out because it's completely rotten. But I'm almost to the point now where I can start painting it, so that's pretty exciting. And for the Blazer, the purple Blazer that you see there,
Yeah.
I got that because a friend needs a new vehicle, but the engine is completely blown. You get to see in one of the pictures. It's got a giant hole in the block
Okay.
with a
that's
rod
not good.
sticking out. So yeah,
Is it this picture? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not exactly the best when it comes to engines here.
That is a
it's
radiator
the very
damage.
first one right there. That's the bottom of the oil pan, and if you look right there, there's your rod sticking under. That's one of the piston rods. Not supposed to be broken. It's not supposed to be pointing down that direction.
Ah.
Ooh.
So I got that one, put the new engine in. It is right now just sitting there. It's not actually bolted down or anything. But I would have gotten further, but I need my floor jack. And the issue is that thing got pinched under there, so I need to grab another floor jack to lift up the vehicle to grab my floor jack out. So that I can stay
And let
underneath
me
the
guess, you don't have the floor jack rating for that because it's stuck underneath the vehicle.
No, it just stuck in such a way where I tried lifting it up. The issue is it just twists the transmission instead of lifting up the vehicle.
Oh yeah, that's not good either way.
The transmission's loose, so I'm not worried about it. It's just more. I don't want to use the yoke because the person's sitting around the yoke to the front drive shaft. So I don't want to use the yoke of the front drive shaft to lift up the whole vehicle. That's how you break stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say that will either break the yoke or it'll cause something else to break. And yikes.
So I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, grab one of our floor jacks, bring it home, lift it up, get my floor jack out, so then next weekend I can finish that.
All right, just to make a dumb joke and then move on here. So,
Yeah,
buddy, I
it's
heard you like
frustrating
floor
when that
jack, so I got you a floor jack for your floor jack, so you can floor jack while you floor jack to get your floor jack.
It's frustrating that happened, honestly,
I don't doubt that. I
Um,
do not.
because it used to be sitting a little bit higher, but then it started raining and stuff for the past like couple days.
Oh.
So I got the ground all wet, and my jack stands started sinking into the mud and became unstable. But I noticed that in time, so I put some tires underneath it, so it fell over.
Oh, I'll bleed and cry for you as I'm dealing with 100-degree weather here.
That's not
I'm
gonna
sorry.
be the,
It's been 95 here.
No,
So.
I know it's been miserable all over, but at least it's normal July miserable and not the sudden heat wave miserable.
I am surprised, honestly, that today wasn't like 120. That's generally what it goes up to the day after the 4th. I don't know why.
Because technically, we're not done with the 4th yet. Wait till tomorrow.
Oh, don't.
I know, I'm not wishing that dumb on you. Instead,
Uh,
how about we go ahead and move on here? Okay, everybody.
When I first interject, I saw the New Holland there and had to make fun of whoever was drinking a local beer to me.
What?
The New Holland Dragons.
Yeah, the
Nope.
Dragons. You're gonna make
That's Deathlight.
Deathlight. You're being made fun of.
Well, the Dragons beat brand or a swath of whatever it is. They've got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
I still have to come in and make fun of whoever's got the local beer to me.
yeah, well.
Look,
It's
considering
not bad. It's a little bit outside of the flavors that I generally have, but it's not bad.
yeah, unfortunately, it's not local to me or him. So yeah, CMC, you can go ahead and make fun of the fact that we don't have your local brew.
Well, in fairness, he is from the Great Lakes, and they are known as the beer states up there.
Actually, I just had a funny thought. Is there any kind of beer that would not be local to anybody? I mean, like it's made on some island in the middle of nowhere, and so it's imported to everybody because nobody can actually get it locally.
I would say so.
Does Hawaii have a brewery?
Actually,
Yes,
I would bet it does. I would bet Hawaii does have a brewery, and I would bet money that actually I can't believe now that I know how pineapples got there. I'm kind of sad. Every time I'm going to bring up pineapples now, I hate that.
Second, anything involving Hawaii is kind of sad from our perspective because, yeah, not good.
I don't know. Hula dancing's kind of nice.
Do not dare to take the rocks from there. You will get screwed.
Oh, don't steal from Hawaii. Opele will fight you, and she will win.
I'm not going to touch on that one. But anyway, so just a dumb thought here. So here's something fun. No, I already mentioned this in our pre-show here, but I'll go ahead and talk about it here because I don't, maybe some people need a little bit of a heads up on this, a little bit of what's a Brony on my part. So for the most part today, I've just been kind of relaxing and doing some maintenance around the house. Maintenance being I finally bought a brand new vacuum cleaner and started to run it around the house. And first place I started was our front room because that's where I hang out a lot, and so does my cat. So, I vacuumed up the carpet. Then I vacuumed it again. And then again.
I can see where this is going.
Yeah, it doesn't end. Basically, every single time I finished vacuuming the carpet, I had to empty the canister. And it was covered in lint and dirt. I mean, it's not all bad. There wasn't like bugs and other things in there that would basically make me very paranoid. But it was still really dirty, and I had to vacuum that carpet multiple times to get it into a reasonable semblance. So it's nice to walk on it now. It's actually kind of soft. So yeah, if you live in a house or an apartment or even a room, take care of your stuff, guys. Just do normal weekly maintenance. It's amazing how much it will help you out, and so you don't have to spend an entire day because you didn't do it for a few. You didn't do it heavily for a few years. Yeah.
By the way, to add to that whole brewing talk, I found at least 10 breweries from Hawaii.
I'm not too surprised there. I was thinking more like maybe Sealand. That one would be really hard to do a brewery on Sealand.
By the way, do you want a list just so you can see if you can get any of their drinks?
Nah. I make up my mind when I'm at the liquor store anyway. I never plan ahead. Mostly because usually the liquors are already overpriced because Utah. So, getting on track here.
Should I just bring a bunch down from where I'm at?
That would be nice. But let's go ahead and get on to this here. Anybody else have any other What's Up, Brony? Or should we actually get on to the news here for once?
Well, I could talk about my job, and I was going to be very stressful for the next couple weeks or possibly months.
Oof. Honestly, I feel that a little bit. I think mine's going to be it's starting to ramp up a bit here for a few weeks now, too. But
well, our temporary worker, he left to go to work at the INL. So now I'm sitting here and I got 2 yards I need to organize and pull parts from.
Oh, damn.
And one is in town and the other one's in the city. So it was almost like a 30-minute drive, not 30 minutes, like a 20-minute drive to go up and then another 20-minute drive to go back.
Oof.
So
40-minute round trip's not bad considering you could be like 2 hours either way.
That would not be practical for what we're planning on doing.
Yeah.
But it's just stressful because the sales guys always promise same parts. Well, parts same day. A lot of the time, so. And when I have an hour out of a 9-hour shift, I just spent driving, you have an issue.
True, but right side.
Anyway, okay.
It's not great.
So just let him mull. Let him mull. Stop trying to give him a bright side. He's not going to see it. It sucks right now for him. He's just gonna have to. It's gonna be something that he has to deal with, and I can feel that.
Yeah, especially because either I have to take one of the work trucks, which has a high possibility of breaking down or taking my truck up there and back.
All we can do is wish. I hope that things at least turn up easy and simple somewhat simple for you until things get organized.
No.
I know it's a long road wish, but I'm still gonna give it to you at least. But let's move on to actual news here. So, yep, news time. Starting off with convention news. This weekend, if I'm reading this right, let me double check this. Yeah, this weekend, Sugarfest will be happening, 10th and 11th of July. Sugarfest looks to be a musical festival with a State of Sugar being the head of that. So if you want to get into another weekend of awesome music, you'll have the opportunity to do so with Sugarfest. And Commander something. I gotta talk to you at some point because I am curious now, but I'm gonna leave that alone. And next week, TruckCon Online is set to happen. Of course, we've mentioned this already, but yes, if you want to help support TruckCon, you can get an online. You can do an online subscription, there's a bunch of stuff you can do for TruckCon, but either way, it is going to be their last online convention before they start doing actual physical conventions, most likely. Well, actually, you know what? I shouldn't even say that. I don't know if it'll be their last online, but this is one that's replacing what's going to be TruckCon actually at the normal TruckCon location. So, and this one is dealing with RPGs, where you could choose to decide what slime group you're going to be part of, the Cube Slimes or the Orb Slimes. I'm going with the Cube Slimes, by the way.
There's going to be a war then, because I'm going with the Orbs.
Orbs are... No. Orbs are too commonplace. You see those right at the beginning of Dragon Quest. Do you know where the Cube Slimes come from? Those are the massive slimes you get in Lufia when you're in the dungeons, and they're nasty things. They will destroy you. And also, they are beautiful things because they give you so much experience if you destroy them.
Well, the orbs
you
are
know
easier
the
to
actual
move
cube
than the
slimes
cubes.
from Minecraft?
Nobody talks about Minecraft slimes.
And the cubes just go, hey, flip me over, bro. I can't move.
Cubes don't need to be
Well, I
flipped
can
over.
move, but the world will be on another plane than I'm used to.
Oh, and the orbs you just can't kick like a freaking soccer ball.
Depends how heavy they are.
It depends on how big those cubes are too. They'll roll sticks over your ass. All right.
Roll
Sorry.
1d6 damage.
Okay, all right. Anyway, so yeah, TruckCon Online. Be sure to check that out. I'm definitely going to enjoy it. Of course, right now I'm enjoying the summer games done quickly because speedrunning is also fun, and they're doing their event this week. So I also recommend checking that out too. I mean it in all honesty. I actually have it. I kind of have it in a slight background here because I can't help myself. Granted, luckily they're in an interview right now, so I don't have to worry too much about missing anything. But anyway, moving on. So let's get into the news here, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead. Normally we put up spoilers. There's not a lot of big stuff with spoilers. This is spoilerific. This is spoiler-tastic. There's so much spoiler here that you can't take milk in. You take milk into this thing, you know what'll happen?
What?
It'll spoil.
It'll get spoiled.
It'll get spoiled. That's what we're talking
This is Dragon's milk spoiling.
No. This is chocolate milk spoiling. You do not spoil the chocolate milk.
Oh no, gets the chunk.
You get the chunky chocolate.
What
Nobody
jumper
wants
chunk
chunky chocolate. All right, but yeah, all of that aside here. So what are we doing? Where is that stupid tab here? I really got to get these things organized.
What are we looking for? Are we
What a-
lost?
I am actually lost here. Okay, that's generation.
Can somebody find
Alright.
us?
Here we go. So why are we putting up the spoiler tags? Why are we warning you about chunky chocolate milk? Chunky chocolate, chunk like chunk, chunka. That sounds horrible.
We broke them.
Chunka. Why are the cast for Generation 5 has been revealed? At least the movie has been revealed. Whether the all roles will be still continuing even after the movie, or if some of them will end up like movie roles that we'll never see again after the movie, we'll have to wait and see. Granted,
And John,
I'm willing to bet Ken Jeong No is not going to stick around. Vanessa Hudgens is probably not going to stick around.
Yeah, when you look at
definitely
really
not
big
James
names,
Marsden either.
you're like,
well, which is really weird because I mean they're part of the main cast. Why in the world would they have the main characters for the series that's supposed to be happening after the movie be big names like that? But
maybe they're testing the waters to see if they like their audiences like their voice work.
that's a really dumb way to do it.
I can see Phil Lamar possibly sticking
Oh
around.
no, Phil,
Yeah,
we
Phil
know will
Miller,
do
I
it because
heard
that
some
man
stuff
did
about
Samurai Jack.
All right, so let's talk a little bit. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about some of the voices that we have here. Phil Lamar, dude, I was so ecstatic when I saw Phil Lamar. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of mixed it up with the same guy that does Raining Rainbow, but no, Phil Lamar, Samurai Jack.
He
Phil,
knows.
yeah, Lamar.
I was
Burton.
trying to blank until I looked him up on Google, and yeah, he did voice Samurai Jack, I do believe.
It's not just Samurai Jack. Phil Lamar is a goddamn legend.
Oh yeah, he did Hermes and a lot of other stuff.
We talked about Tara Strong being the voice of our cartoons from the past and generations and that.
He was also part of that.
Phil Lamar is under this. I mean, he was in Mad TV, and I actually watched that as a kid. Futurama as Conrad. He was in Pulp Fiction as Marvin. Samurai Jack. He's in freaking Loud House. Who cares about Crick of the Creek?
I enjoy Cricket of the Creek. Thank you very much.
I stand
But
by my
I
statement.
really like
He was an American Dad.
Yeah.
Curious
What I
George.
really like about him
Oh
is
God, he's Ollie.
most
He's
time-
Family Guy's Ollie.
Yeah, most
Oh,
time you
oh
don't
my
even
goodness.
know
I knew
he's in the show
I knew
until you
all
read
these
the
sounded
credits.
familiar.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about him.
How's it looking out there, Ollie? It's rated sideways.
Right inside.
As GP Scroll pointed out, Phil Lamar also did Green Lantern and Static Shock.
Oh yeah.
In addition to a lot of the main African American and DC characters in the DC animated universe.
Just to give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about here, I'm rolling right now through Phil Lamar's IMDb. His credits for 2020 alone take up more than a page.
Yeah.
He
He's a
is
very
out
active
there.
dude.
You have heard his voice somewhere at some point.
Yeah. It just astounds me though, because like I said, most time you don't even know he was in the show or whatever until you read the credits.
Well,
Yeah,
isn't that the
he's able to
talent
mask
of a
himself
great
so
voice
well.
actor?
Actually, I knew of Phil Lamar before that, but yeah, I never knew of him until like later. He's one of those voices you hear about, and then
I wonder if
know about him.
Phil Lamar's character will be the father of Hitch, because I think from what I've seen some of the spoilers, I think Michael McKean, who's playing that pony, might be the father of Sonny.
Well, here's the thing. Some of that may also be fan interpretation or just parental
True,
thinking.
but
Or
not
people
just
randomly
proving it
guessing.
until otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, for all we know, he's a crazy old man that's in the woods that tells him about the elements of harmony used to run this place, and then they all blew up. Some stupid asshat that sounds really effeminate. You know what I'm talking about. I'm making...
Did you just say Phil Lamar's going to play Mr. Garrison?
Who knows? He could. I don't know.
This is the one part that I'm extremely happy about.
I mean, the character's name he's playing is Alpha Biddle. For all we know, he's a school teacher. Actually, he could actually be a school teacher for all we know.
Yeah.
Also, looking up Michael Keane, the dude was in Laverne and Shirley and Better Call Saul, as well as Spinal Tap. The fuck how he's in Spinal Tap?
Oh, Michael Keane.
Yeah, it's like I knew Michael McKean, but I've seen a lot of movies with him in it, so...
No, they got some interesting actors here, which is really surprising. Jane Krakowski, I did not see that one coming. I don't know. The biggest role I know her from is 30 Rock. She did a really good
honestly,
role.
it's still pretty fun to me. Like if you look back to the generation before this, everybody in Hollywood wanted to be a pony.
True.
So I think this just helps.
It does. It definitely does. But yeah, those of you. So
Everybody wants to be a horse.
I'll take it. So
Yeah, we'll take it.
just so everybody could get an idea of who the most famous roles here, Ken Jeong, well, also obviously a very well-known comedian. He was in not 30 Rock. What was the other one? The Community. Community. Yeah, he's Community.
That's where I know
Finally,
him from.
actually watching that on Netflix. It's very good.
Oh no, I'm so glad I finally caught up with it on Netflix before they removed that episode. Did they ever put that back? Where he actually dressed up as a drow elf, but because the drow elf is basically a black elf.
I've seen that episode.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did not catch that episode, so that one's not back yet.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I mean, we get the joke. It's a drow elf
Because he's naked.
sensitivity. There's sensitivity issues going there.
Mhm.
But yeah,
If it got put back, it got cut.
yeah.
But
What we have
one
the
of
internet
the
for.
things that I'm happy seeing cast is just the fact that this is taken somewhat seriously because of the previous generation. This is not just a throwaway animation. This has actually got oomph behind it.
That actually concerns
that
me
fills
more.
with
That concerns me a little bit more because they're putting so much oomph behind it that I don't know what's going to happen with the
Yeah.
television
Well,
series.
we've got a bunch of big names, and aren't some of the younger characters more newer actors?
Hmm.
Or am I
No,
not,
but
just don't know these folks?
Actually, some
okay,
of them you
Vanessa
don't.
Hudgens you should know from High School Musical.
Oh, I knew she looked familiar.
See,
Yeah.
you used an improper phrasing there. You should never say you should know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have never seen High School Musical, and I'm damn proud of
I
it.
knew I recognized
I've
her.
never seen it either. I'm very proud of myself as
Just I
well.
wasn't into High School Musical because
It was shown a lot in Quiet Class.
That explains it. But no, yeah, Vanessa Hudgens was in High School Musical, which is really weird because if you also look, Sophia Carson, looking over her IMDb, she's mostly in Descendants.
Yeah,
Oh, I
everybody
think
knows
that's
that
that
thing.
Disney
Well,
Oh
property
God,
that
we got
never took off.
Disney.
Yeah, there's a lot of Disney tied into this, which is really weird. Though it makes me also
Yeah.
wonder if
Hasbro's
maybe Disney
sticking with
decided to cut
Disney.
ties with them.
Well, part of it
was
too.
not-
It doesn't freak me out too bad because when you think about Disney, it's such a big corporation.
Yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
a lot of people go to get their start.
Yes.
Not-
Kimiko
No,
Glenn
it's
though,
too far out
I'm
there.
Kimiko Glenn
Many voice
actually has
actors
me.
got their start on
sorry.
Generation 4.
Okay, you were saying, boss?
Yeah, Kimiko Glenn here. I'm actually kind of excited for her. She was actually in a lot of recent stuff that's hit pretty big. She
Yeah.
Penny Parker in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. She was Lena in DuckTales, the new DuckTales, of course.
Ooh,
Yeah, she's
sounds
kind of
fun.
popped out of the blue
Oh,
like
yeah.
these last couple of
I'm
years.
looking forward to her performance.
Yeah, she's really started to pop out quite a bit here. So I have a good feelings about her. But yeah, James Marsden. James Marsden. That's gonna be a fun one.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
and CMC, the Descendants thing, they basically paired off. Disney villains had kids trying to be good. It's a whole thing.
What? Where,
Hmm.
where did he?
Descendants.
No, I know. I
Not
didn't
just
see.
villains, they're
CMC,
also,
did CMC
heroes as
ask?
well.
I didn't hear.
I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah, Descendants.
And,
And it's
Descendants was
something that I
basically
couldn't
the
catch at
chill.
any time.
Take the children of all the heroes and the villains of all the Disney cartoons and make a Disney
Exactly.
movie out of it. A few.
3. At
Sounds
least
weird.
3.
Yeah. Well, they made one and then they made more. So. Yeah.
From some of these character names, I think Queen Haven with the wings, she might be Pip Petals' mother.
All right, so James Marsden. Now I remember what he's the biggest concern I have because of one reason. One reason.
What is that?
He's Cyclops.
Yep.
He's also Superman!
Which Cyclops are we talking about here?
The bad one.
There's so
No.
many-
I honestly, I'm hoping that he does well with Hitch, but I feel like Hitch is basically being set up as a lame
I
horse.
feel like some of the writing is actually
Ow, that's a horrible thing to
throw
say.
this character into a wall.
Doesn't matter. All Cyclops are bad. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All the cartoon Cyclops was not too bad. I actually enjoyed him. Okay. No, the cartoon Cyclops was good, and I mean, yeah, he's supposed to be the good blue Boy Scout thing. It's just that the movies really made it stupid.
Yeah.
Oh God, he was Prince Edward in Enchanted.
Sorry, the fun part is that he's the human from the Sonic movie.
Actually, we gotta give it. You know what? You know what? I gotta give it. He is.
Right, I just remembered.
He is the human from Sonic. He's the guy from Sonic. The fact that we could say he's the guy from Sonic, and you know what? That wasn't a bad performance. I'm not gonna lie.
That was not a bad thing. Like, I was expecting horrible things from Sonic, but it honestly did pretty good for what it was.
Yeah, I have no problems there. But
He could have done a worse job. Well, the writing and script could have done a worse job, I mean.
But let's also make sure we get on to Lisa Koshy here. She has the smallest IMDb here because I mean, she's been in a few TV series shorts, TV series themselves, and a Medea Halloween. So
yeah, it's like out of everyone here, I don't really know who she is.
I've
never seen that movie.
But
From what I've been hearing from other folks, she started as a Vine person.
Oh, really?
Oh.
That's actually wow. She went from Vine to movies and stuff. That's impressive. I'd give it that. Yeah. But yeah, no, she wasn't a Tyler Perry production. She wasn't stuck in Tyler Perry though. Let's leave that. Let's give her credit there.
Thankfully not.
Well, she's a horse now. Congratulations.
And apparently she was actually in her own series with literally her name in it, Lisa on Demand. That's an irony for you.
Jumped into Scooby-Doo and Guess Who as Self?
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah,
you know the old Scooby movies where they had like celebrities and whatnot?
Well, it's just kind of weird that she would be in a Scooby-Doo movie as herself when she didn't exactly have a giant list of movie credits behind her.
I think that might have just been like an episode.
But yeah, if she is a Vine star though, that might have just been it to try to get the internet audience with putting a Vine star in there. Scooby-Doo and this TikToker that does flossing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, famous YouTube and Vine star is part of the trivia on IMDb.
Yeah. But she doesn't got a lot of background, but it's still, it still gives me a little bit interested because sometimes people without a lot of background can bring up some interesting performances. They don't tend to phone
I'll
it
have
in.
to wait and see because even though she got her start on Vine and YouTube doesn't necessarily mean she might be a good voice actor.
Yep.
This might be her first time.
And you know what? We poked at everybody. Let's poke.
First time.
We poked at everybody else.
That's
Let's
a voice
poke at
actor.
Elizabeth Perkins here as well.
Hold on. I pulled up the trivia there, and right next to it is personal quotes.
Yeah.
Mountains are the boobs of the earth.
I
Mountain
think
climbers.
like-
Okay, you know what? I like her.
Okay,
She-
I'm good. I like her.
I love her. She's perfect. I love her.
I don't see anything wrong with this person at all. Let's continue on now.
Alright, so Elizabeth Perkins.
Elizabeth Perkins. Okay, yeah.
Been reincarnated.
This is also a weird one because she's got a lot of stuff behind her, but she doesn't have a lot of stuff behind her.
Is it a bunch of like heavy hitting stuff or just a bunch of small things?
Let's see. She was in the Ghostbuster reboot as an uncredited person. Weed TV series. It looks like she had a major part in Weeds, from the looks of it. She was in Monk at one point. Hercules miniseries, King of the Hill TV series, Finding Nemo as a voice. Cats and Dogs as Mrs. Brody. Miracle on 34th Street as Dory Walker.
Mrs. Brody, okay.
She's been in a lot of movies, and she usually looks like she does maybe one or two movies at a time. One movie at a time every couple of years or so.
Might be due to her work schedule and what else she has in her life.
Yeah, she might just be doing a lot, or she just decides to keep it a little bit more relaxed instead of just being constantly from one movie to the next. So,
she may just do a lot of extra work for the most part.
Yeah.
Well, you
Like,
gotta do
we
a
need
lot
a
of extra
scream
work
from
before you
this
get the
character
big
here.
part.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Apparently, her last big thing was the Moody's, where she actually played as one of the main characters called Anne Moody,
Yeah.
Huh.
and that was actually the most recent role up to including now. So, yeah, I'm gonna guess though that she's just one of those characters that pops up for the movie and we never see again. Like,
Unless we see her again in the TV show.
yeah.
Well, given her resume, I kind of doubt that.
Well,
I'm not against it. The fact that she has done voice acting and she is a bit character, she might like a continuing role, but who knows?
Well, the reason I say that is just because it looks like the main five are at least in roles that look like they're going to be sticking around for the TV show, and the other ones, not so
Yeah.
much. They look like they're just there for the movie, and then they're going to move on. I mean,
Oh, he's a unicorn. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I didn't see the horn in that hair.
Michael Keel might show up every now and again because he is playing a father to one of the main characters, but yeah.
Yeah.
James Marsden's still the weird one, though, but I'm still happy
Yeah.
they got Phil Lamar, and I still find it hilarious that we actually have a queen this time around. Which,
Yeah, no, it's kind of funny because if you think about the last generation,
I mean, yeah, they said we don't do
they
queens
wanted
because
to have a
Disney
queen.
made queens
They
evil.
They wanted Queen Celestia, but because of Disney, they're like, no, we have to have her be a princess.
So is this
Oh,
a denote to? I mean,
I
Queen
hope they
Nova.
changed their minds on this premise, or they're gonna do subtle foreshadowing in her name.
It's hard to say, but at the same time, Queen Nova was a queen, and she wasn't evil. I mean, she got a little
Yeah.
pissed, but
But she
But
wasn't Tony
the
either.
counterpoint is Queen Chrysalis, and we all know how evil and batshit crazy she turned out to be.
well, that's
Yep.
but I think we could put either way. We'll just have to wait and see.
In Generation
Yep.
4, being pony princesses being called queen was a no-no.
Oh God, I get it now. That explains. Okay, so this explains Star Scout so much here. I'm thinking that this is her dad, and he also got the Twilight fetish there.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
that is-
necklace.
That is her dad. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
That was his memorabilia, not hers.
that explains so
Yeah.
much. No
We
wonder.
did
Um,
sure.
I don't know if we're
Are
gonna be
you
covering
saying
it here.
yourself?
No.
Are you
I don't
seeing
know.
a blue version of you?
No, I wish I was
No,
Michael
it
McKean.
doesn't work
Do you know how
that way.
awesome? Do you know how awesome that would be if I was Michael McKean? Dear
See
God.
here, kids.
No, see here, kids. I'm fucking awesome.
Yes, exactly.
My hair may be slightly balding, but it still looks awesome, and even my characters look slightly cool. I mean, you got the little sideburns going on. You got the weird.
He's got to figure it out. He's got his look down. Even the messy dad hair look.
He's got everything
Like-
down to a science. I would want to be this guy.
He's like, dang, even my character has more hair.
I wish.
Well, it's a horse. Of course, he's got more hair than him.
Anyway, so just one more thing here, and then we'll start digging through merch and other things. The movie has been set for an announced release of September. Blah, blah, blah. It's coming out.
September 24th.
No, we're gonna say October now. I'm just gonna say October. I'm not gonna.
Might as well do December.
September 24th, which is also going to be on a Friday. Will we at the Brony Show be streaming it on our Discord? We'll gauge interest because everybody else
that.
is going to be streaming it as well. So will we do the same? I mean, I have a Netflix account. It's not going to hurt me to just do it.
What day is that
Please
on? Is it
notify
like
us
on a
that
Tuesday?
it's a
It's a
Wednesday,
Friday.
or what?
Friday.
It's an actual Friday.
Oh.
I literally just looked at it. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Speaking of which,
I'm down to be here
talked
when you
about,
stream it,
last
Circuit.
Friday.
Well, we'll decide when we get to that bridge. But for now, let's go ahead and also show off the other spoiler-centric fun stuff here. So, a bunch of clips have also started to pop up because of the finally movie announcement, including voice actors and actresses. Of course, they're just small little clips where you can actually see the characters doing random things.
Yeah.
And
Kind
so-
of looks almost like test animations in a way. But yeah.
Well, it also
the whole
test
18
animations
miniseries was
and
definitely
little-
a test.
looks like also phone ads that they would just have in different things.
Or a
Yeah.
control circuit.
But yeah, we're still barely getting anything aside from little random things popping up.
I'm
here.
honestly
I
kind of
like-
surprised this time around.
They're doing a good job of being tight-lipped.
Oh no! Considering how much of a cluster that the Generation 4 was with stuff getting out in the most random ways, they really tightened things up on this.
Looks like
Yeah, and
they either
considering our
found a
first
leaker
spoilers was sheets, and we weren't sure if it was actually for the show or if it was just somebody trying to get a quick buck.
Yeah.
That tells you something.
So, can anybody guess who this is? You only get
The
one
horse.
guess, everybody. Only one.
Pokemon.
I say Hitch.
Pikachu.
It's actually Jigglypuff.
A Jigglypuff
It's a
seen
mimic.
from above.
Yes, Suki's got it. Chat room, you got a quick moment, even though we're going to just keep playing it anyway. Go ahead and guess it while you still can, chat. It's Sunny,
Ah, of course it is.
and she has no ass.
What? No. Clearly a mimic.
Clearly.
Where's the chest?
All right, and
They're up in the game.
this isn't going in merch because you can just download this and also it has locations, but also coloring pages. So you could download and print coloring pages to color, because that's how coloring books work now. You don't buy a giant book from Walmart for $5 that has 100 images that all look the same. You just download the page now.
From the more I'm seeing from this, I have a feeling that Sunny is going to be okay, we got the main cast, but Sunny's going to be the main character.
She's our Twilight Sparkle, let's face it.
Yeah. At the very beginning, we weren't 100% sure, but just after I've seen more, and now she's always in the foreground more than everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Hitch is just a square face on Hitch though drives me crazy for some reason.
He is square face.
I'm not a
Most
square,
of
you're a
the
square.
Yeah.
Well, second, I think you would be happy with that, considering you went with the squares to lines.
You
He's
know what,
cheating.
Toa?
He predicts the future.
As much as I hate you, I'll give you 1 point for a comeback like that. That's all you get though.
Give it a moment, I might do better. I might
No,
do
no,
better.
no. I'm not. No. Just take your win. Take your win and walk away.
You should just stop being such a big square about it, man. Come on.
Okay, so we do got locations though. We got Maritime Bay, which obviously is going to be Sunny's home. Bridalwood, which is Izzy's home. Zephyr Heights, obviously the princess's home. Just gonna say that.
Yep.
Though I don't think it doesn't look like Zephyr Heights is actually. You know what? I'm actually gonna take a closer look here because I just realized something.
Possibly, that looks more grounded than what you'd suspect.
Exactly. It's up in it's up in the sky, but it's not in the
It's
clouds.
all cracked and everything, too. It looks old.
That's
It's
interesting.
weathered.
That's interesting.
Looking at it. Sorry.
Sorry. No, this is interesting to me because I think this means that that even though the Pegasus can fly, they can't be on clouds anymore.
Yeah, what makes it interesting to me is, yes, it's up high, but you see a bunch of rock formations, which tells you that this is most likely a side of a mountain or something.
Exactly. So
GB Scroll, I don't think we're going to have a refurb as Canterlot, mainly because of the angle, but good idea.
Canterlot probably doesn't exist anymore. This is probably like thousands of years. It's like in a video game where it's like thousands of years in the future, and none of the towns you
legend
remember in the game exists
foretold
anymore.
That there were these 6 mares.
No Tree of Friendship, no Twilight Sparkle, no princesses.
Plus, Canterlot blew up how many times in that series? I mean, at one point it had to stick.
It had to be permanent at one point.
Also,
It
second,
blew
I
up
would like to
twice in the
point out
series,
Dragon
I
Quest
think.
2 from 1. That was only like a generation or so.
Honestly, I bet you after it blew up, after the princess is retired, I think they probably scrapped the whole city afterwards.
You know what? I would like
It's
to
not
point
the
out
cap-
Dragon Quest
part.
11 from 1, and I'll leave you to that. There we go. Official My
I'm
Little...
saying that is more time-wiping shit.
Moving on. So, the official My Little Pony website has a G5 update. So, they're there now. That's it. There's not much more to add there. and double checking everything, but I think that does it for the. Actually, no, we got one more thing here. A comic book, a coloring book page also has exposed a little bit more information about the characters. Yeah, we're just getting a lot of stuff dumped on us here. Let's face it.
And it's just little snippets too, so it's like it's not actually.
Yeah, so the
And
little
of course,
snippets.
in another language.
You can see their cutie mark, and with translation, Zip, I'm lightning fast. Izzy, I like arts and crafts. Sunny, watching the stars is great. Pip, I'm the star of the musical sky. Oh God.
Aren't you full of yourself?
No.
Oh yes, of course I am.
No.
Hold on.
It's a Sunny Pip ship. Sunny,
Yeah.
watching the stars is great. Pip, I'm the star of the music sky.
Oh God, no! They're doing it already.
Hitch, I protected the ponies. Hitch, I'm bland as mayonnaise and toast.
No,
Hitch is a good boy.
Hitch
Hitch is a good boy.
is the dude that you call him just be like, they're bothering us. Crack.
He's the one who doesn't, who would stop other guys from sneaking in onto their slumber party.
Oh, so he's the cock blocker.
Yep.
He's blue balls.
He's Sheriff Blue Balls.
Well, he does have the badge, and it is blue, I believe. So.
Actually, it could be. I don't know.
Scroll up since that's the cutie mark.
Well, it's a pink star with a blue trail, but yeah.
Still has blue on it.
Anyway, we're gonna. Really, I thought so.
Let's just continue on here.
Actually, I'm a little bit more on the curious side because I think these cutie marks aren't correct.
No, they're not.
Because Sunny
Well,
has
they're
the
not
rainbowish lightning bolt that is obviously Zip's main colors.
Oh, I know what this is.
Well, if you just look at the panel down, they mashed them in different orders.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Well, also it's the fact that it could be like a draw a line to who says this.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who's this who. Yeah, we're gonna move on now. So now that we've finally talked about Generation 5 to death,
Let's talk about Generation 5.
actually,
Again!
pretty much yes, the merchandise this time. So, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I miss talking about this kind of merchandise because it's gotten so stupid. Sunny Star Scout 6-volt mini quad has been listed on Amazon.
Yes. What we need to do is grab that now,
I've
fill
missed
the
this
frame,
stuff.
and put a weed eater engine in it. Let's do this.
I miss this crap so much.
I am so down for that. I am willing to.
No,
go
it's even
all the
better.
way.
It's even better. The front of the quad here, you got Sunny Star Scout with her hooves crossed like she's like, "What's up, dude? Look at my quad bike."
That's
It's sort
very
of like
tempting to
those
do.
hunting murals. It's like, I'll display my kill for all to see.
It's even worse because the hair is obviously not fake. It's actual real. Well, real.
Yeah,
It's the
well,
brushable
it's,
hair. It's brushable hair.
Oh.
which is kind of surprising because I just expect such poor quality hair from people nowadays for these characters. I'm like, that's actually really well done.
It's really well done, but it's kind of stupid because it's like, dude,
How
you
are
could go.
girls are supposed to play with her hair when there's not much room to play with it?
Dude, it's trick bike. You gotta braid my hair while you're going down 40 on a freaking off-road trail, man. That's a Star Scout way of doing the awesome buzz. You gotta braid. Yeah. Seriously,
Maximum
just
weight
the
limit,
cross
45
hooves there.
pounds.
The cross
I'll
hooves
see
there
about
just
that.
really do it. Just why?
Pre-order now from Amazon. Let's see how much it is.
Actually,
$100. I
Really?
don't know about that anymore.
Is it really $100?
That's
It's
what it says for pre-order.
$100. It's actually $100 from Huffy. Don't get all Huffy. It's $100 now. But you get free delivery. You can get free delivery. Yeah.
$100.
I'm kind of tempted to do just so I can rip it apart, build a frame for it, put a little weed eater engine in it, and just go zipping around.
I'd be half tempted to buy it just to see if I can get the stars, the hood, the little hood there thing off of there, and put it on my car as a hood ornament. That-
It's probably detachable in some easy way. Or...
Well, so it looks like you just held in by tabs or something right there, but you just see that little seam on that blue to purple.
Yep.
Yeah,
I can see the seam.
I could see it, so it's probably not as hard to take off as I think, but attaching it to my car might be a different story, but that would...
I'll just drill holes through the bottom of it and just
I'll
bolt it.
pull you over for riding Brony.
Dude, no, people pull you over and just say,
No.
are you insane? No, I'm just sick.
I'm bored. Leave me alone.
I am down
No,
with the
I meant to
sickness.
say pony. Why did I say Brony? Oh, God.
Let's go ahead and move on here.
Look, the pandemic changed me.
I haven't seen the outside in 5 days,
Jeez.
but the pandemic ended a few weeks ago. I'm an introvert.
I haven't
News
seen
reaches slower
any
to
of
me
the outside
compared to
worlds
you.
for years.
All right, so
Yes.
now if we didn't need any more things to question, it looks like a little bit of the merch that might be coming out has a mixing of G4 and G5.
Probably
I
getting rid of
see
their
many duplicates.
So
extra merchandise.
so
Oh,
you
one
get
of
a
them
nice little
Starlight,
comment.
Never mind.
You probably yeah, but it's kind of fun to see because you have this CG shot of Star Scout there, and then the bottom right you have this like painted image of the main 6 right there.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It looks really good, and then somebody just
It
cropped it.
looks too good to be on packaging.
No, it looks stupid because it kind of looks. I mean, you get the awesome image, and then you have a cropped in CG character. It looks like something out of a knockoff dollar store toy.
I intended to buy that just for the package of the main 6 artwork.
Oh, the
Oh,
main 6 artwork.
If you
is
scroll
awesome.
down, there's a close-up image on that we're just talking about there.
Oh, we'll definitely do that, but let's take a look here. We got. Oh, this is sad. They're already giving him the Applejack treatment.
Yep.
So you got
No hat.
Yeah, you don't have our sheriff. We got Sunny, Izzy, Pip, and Zip, and then the Queen and Argyle.
You ain't got no boy.
And here you got the main 6 and Trixie and Starlight. They actually put in Trixie and Starlight.
In
Where-
fairness, those are two of the most popular side characters.
But
Where's Mod?
They should be promoting the new cast.
well, I don't mind them promoting the cast. It's just that they don't got all the new cast.
Exactly. They should be promoting the new cast.
No, seriously, I
Yeah,
do
there
love
you go.
this. I do love this artwork here. It really is
Yeah,
awesome.
great.
it's beautiful.
So
They're
who's
trying
ready?
to fight off where they can chew.
Now for Walmart. Walmart has listed a lot of Generation 5 merchandise after the show last week. So let's do this. Unicorn Charms Izzy Moonbow exclusive. By the way, I'm
Holy
calling
hair.
it. I think Izzy Moonbow is going to be my waifu choice, my pony choice.
Well, you got to choose a new main character, right?
Well, Twilight's always going to be my main character, mostly because the giant plushie won't let me do otherwise. But Izzy Moonbow will be my Generation 5 main character.
Izzy is such a cutie.
She's cute.
And-
I like the long hair and the energeticness, but we'll see how she holds up in the movie. For all I know,
That
she could
is
be. She could
Stupid
be
long hair,
Yeah,
though.
that's where the real make or break her.
Yeah,
Don't trip over yourself now. Be happy you got
No.
those curls.
No, we have the Yona
Oh, no.
issue of long hair trippage.
oh God, it's even.
What gets me is like you just see how long the Brushable's character's hair is,
is
and
it
then you
me?
look on the back
Is it-
photos, and
Is anybody
Barely
else
goes
seeing what
down
I'm
to
seeing
the-
here? Is anybody
it
else
looks
seeing what
like
I'm
our
seeing?
boy don't have brushable hair.
No, he don't got a horn.
That's not what I'm seeing. Actually, that's pretty bad, but that's not what I'm seeing.
You get to be a princess. You get to be a princess. You get to be a princess.
That's not what I'm seeing.
What are you seeing that we aren't?
They look like slender ponies.
Yeah, they are long and
They're
skinny.
too
That's
skinny.
just because their hair hasn't been styled yet. You should style it first.
I don't think the
But
hair is
it
going to
just
change
one of those
that.
savage, you're like, you get
They've been
brushable hair, you
starving
get
these
brushable hair,
ponies.
you get brushable hair. My boy, I'm sorry. You put too much gel in your hair. At least
My
you
boy,
put-
I'm sorry. We couldn't give a hat to that other country hick. We can't give you brushable hair. You have to be the odd
Yes.
one out.
We can't give you hair.
You're just a bad.
You
You're
know-
just
cheaper that way.
you're just a boy in a
that's
girl's
just
world.
sad.
You're a boy in a girl's world. Okay, we already talked over those, so we're gonna skip through this a little bit. The smoothie shack, the castle, roller skates, the little fuzzy thing that you glue eyes on. The fuzzy wings that I honestly actually really like that attention to detail on the fuzzy wings. The weird colorful ones that actually are completely different from the fuzzy wings, so that's actually kind of weird. Actually, you know, there wasn't much else different there.
Speaking over the VA cast here.
There wasn't much more different there. And
Okay.
that is it for the merch news. So, everybody, we're going to go ahead and move on. And for those of you who are trying to avoid spoilers, sorry that you had to spend the last 30 minutes of your life or 40 avoiding that. But now we're free. So let's talk about Celestia fireworks.
The Celestial Show.
Well, a very celestial-looking unicorn firework figure was found in Texas for 4th of July. Granted, I don't think you can find it now, but that would have been so awesome.
Starting the new year, a pony with a bag.
Oh, yeah. Celebrate the new year by blowing up a princess.
In particular, $14, and a store called Double Barrel Fireworks.
Vaguely, oh, there was a few big names. Phil Lamar is definitely one of the big ones, but we also got
I'm just going to link the announcement so you can keep going on about the show.
Go for it, please do. Because I almost said, I almost called, I can't remember his normal name now, and I feel terrible because now I only got a certain Korean dictator stuck in my head, and that is not his name.
Yeah, don't call him that.
I'm not going to call him that. All right, really quick. I forgot to mention the TruckCon, but TruckCon has announced Ellie Ray and Raquel Belmont for the online convention.
Yay!
So there's that. Moving on. And let's see. Let's go ahead and continue on in the merchandise realm by talking a little bit about the Series 2 of Hidden Dissectables. Looks like a box of Hidden Dissectables has wound up in Equestria Daily's office, so they took a look. If you want to get a review of the Hidden Dissectables, including how they were received, what they look like, quality of the figures, etc., so on and so forth, or you can go ahead and do so. And of course, we already talked about the characters and all that are going to be in there, as well as the special character. And oh, Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle have are basically freestanding if you want them to be. Nice.
Oh,
Cool.
Oh yeah, and there's a Big Mac. But yeah, no, they got a full-on review of everything there. So if you really want to take a look, please feel free to do so. Moving on.
Also, this is very good if you want to do like structured things or just do Halloween skeletons.
Right. Moving on.
Spooky, scary skeleton ponies make shivers down your spine.
And we're going to move on right now. Moving on. That's right. I can keep saying that. So, who wants to know about a pony named Spike?
Go for it.
There is actually a book that's slated to come out in Finnish called Pony Nameleta Spike, or translated Pony Named Spike.
Oh, Spike becomes a pony too, just like all the celebrities.
I'm a real pony now.
I'm a real pony.
No. It would be funny if Spike got turned into a pony and subconsciously said, Mama, look, I'm a pony now. And Twilight just goes, what did you call me, mother? And then goes, how did you become a pony?
So, here's a Google Translate with a little bit of Grammarly to it. When the dragon becomes a pony. In richly illustrated, easy-to-read children's novel, Princess Twilight Sparkle's beloved dragon helper Spike turns into a pony for one day. Spike has spent his entire life with ponies, so it's no wonder he feels more like a pony than a dragon. At times, though, Spike feels like an outsider because he doesn't know what it feels like to gallop with pony friends on adventures and doesn't have a cutie mark until magic comes to his aid and makes his dream come true. The stunning pony illustrations have been conjured up by internationally acclaimed illustrator Anthony Conley, who has drawn both SpongeBob SquarePants and Group Search Puppies. The warm-hearted, humorous story is suitable only for those who have learned to read, but also for other older pony fans or for children under school age to read aloud.
Now, see, the older pony fans, That is us.
I'm more caught up in the, he drew SpongeBob SquarePants and Group Search Puppies.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like he drew this famous sponge and some Group Search Puppies. That sounds like an alternative to Ask Jeeves.
Well, you know, it's a bit like the guy that directed all of Mad Max. He also directed Happy Feet.
Yeah,
He
it's
directed
like
Happy Feet
it's such a
because
mood. It's
he
like
needed
a
paycheck.
whiplash. It's such a whiplash.
He's like, yes, I directed Happy Feet 1 and 2. They asked me for a third, and I said, I'll go hang myself first.
I got money for Mad Max. I am good. I don't need this.
I did Mad Max. I will be remembered forever now.
Well, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I did the original. I did Thunderdome. I did one other. And then I gone and did Happy Feet for 1 and 2. Then asked me for a third. I told them to go hang themselves. And then I gone and made Fury Road.
I channeled all my anger from making Happy Feet into Fury Road. Okay.
It
Yes.
would not surprise me.
All right,
Happy
but
Feet meets Fury Road.
all right, but getting on track here. I
No.
am slightly intrigued by this, and I do hope that I can find a way to get a hold of this at least in some English subset, so I can actually understand it. Just because I'm curious to see what they do with the whole concept of Spike turning into a pony, because fanfic authors, artists, they've ran with this concept over and over, and that we're actually
For
getting
years.
official.
Oh, not just you. They
Years.
still are doing it.
And they're still doing it. And now we got an official book doing this. This is actually official Generation 4 material.
They're like, finally, my story has come to fruition.
But
Finally.
I don't think it's
But your
crazy.
story had a reason for how they changed, so now that's not canon.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's also the canon thing, but we're going to leave canons
Yeah.
alone, or else everybody's going to start blasting each other.
Let's just say it's soft canon and move on.
Exactly. So, speaking of soft canon, comics. The
Yep.
retail incentive and cover B of issue 100 have been released. I'm not going to lie, the retail incentive kind of sucks.
I'm not really seeing any of them that really stick out to me this time.
Well, I don't know. I like the big 100 where they had him all in a big statue and Spike is just chiseling at it and ends up breaking a little bit of it.
I like that, but like these two comic covers here, I'm not really too inspired by it.
Yeah, the cover A is really good. It's just like the retail incentive and cover B just don't quite do it justice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
But
Especially,
So,
I,
like,
I
kinda
think
like
partially
the-
because what we normally see for like the incentive, where it's like, oh, look at this masterpiece.
But
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of like Twilight with the bow there. But I'm gonna leave it up
Yeah.
to you guys. Everybody has their own tastes and ideas. So yeah, if you like some of the if you like the retail incentive or cover B, I recommend when you pre-order your comic, make sure you specify which cover you want.
The
Personally-
retail incentive cover for Sequestria was quite good.
Oh yeah, no, they got some really good retail incentives, and I there's actually one I think I still need to get a hold of at some point. Speaking of which, they do have a 3-page preview of issue 100. Here is the cover of issue 100, by the way. And okay, now I remember why I love this one so much. This one was drawn by Andy Price.
And Andy always does fantastic
Oh,
work.
I love his
always
work.
stuff.
Andy's artwork is so good.
There's a reason why all of the artwork I got from him is framed and all around my house here. I love his work. It's amazing
I mean,
work.
it really shows right here because when you look at this, like there is so much color just in the background. And you managed to also bring it into the foreground with the statues because of the reflecting light and stuff, and it's gorgeous.
The color's good, but I like the emotion that they bring. You can really see the emotions in each of the ponies, and even in
Yeah.
Spike's irritation there. You just got the creases, you got the face. He over exaggerates emotions, but just enough that it really brings it,
It
through.
doesn't pull into the overly cartoony.
Yeah,
Well, you gotta remember, you have to have some form of over exaggeration in comics because unlike anything else we have right now, they are static. They cannot move.
yes, Toa. But still, it's really the question of you need over exaggeration, but it's way too easy to overdo it.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes you could do it to a comical effect, but you have to know what your audience
you have
is.
to know when to hold your punches, though,
You have
and serve it.
Yeah, there's. I mean, if you have a pony basically losing their complete mind just because they drank a soda that was a little bit flat, that's different from drinking a hot sauce bottle that was actually the Death Cayenne Pepper 3005, because the last four weren't hot enough.
Just keep adding on.
Careful, Circuit. You might actually insult artists that just trace over stuff.
I'm not going to get to what? No. How would that be insulting artists that trace over? I mean, I'll insult artists that are tracing over and then try to sell it, because that's bullshit. But if you're practicing by tracing over, all power to you. Learn,
Yeah, that's more a reference and trying to figure out how it's done.
Yeah, that's
But
learning how to.
It's the simple fact. I've seen enough comic books to know that some people just trace over porn.
We're going to go ahead and move on here at this point.
Let's move right along.
Move on.
So we're gonna go in, and Magic of Cybertron Comic 3 has also released an extended preview. Just for the sake of spoilers, we're not gonna scroll down further, but if you are curious, be sure to check out the show notes. And speaking of spoilers, I can't believe I have to do this, but I have to actually put up a small spoiler tag once again if you're interested in the Magic of Cybertron comics. Because the comic covers of issue 4 have been released, and they are kind of spoilery if you have not read any of the issues yet. They're actually at that point where they actually hit that point where they are spoilery. I'm going to give it a few seconds here. You definitely don't want to look if you don't want to be spoiled.
Well, I was about to say, I still think it's amazing that they've been wanting to do this since season 3, and now they're actually finally doing it. Is like ponies and giant transforming robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put this together.
I like it, and even though we might be seeing the end of ponies and IDW here soon, it's still nice that they're going out with such a crazy bang like this. But yeah, these are the comic covers, and honestly, they both are pretty good. One of them gives you a nice sense of foreboding, and the other one just has this malice behind it. I think this is one of the cases where the retail incentive cover might actually be more than worth it.
Yes.
I mean, look at that. That is some malice there.
With Sombra just sitting there going, just with all of the power.
Yeah.
The only thing I find funnier is the fact that with the mask on Megatron, it looks like he has the Mask of Time from Bionicle.
Actually, is that a mask? I'm not sure if that is a mask.
Yes, that is, because
it's the mask that he has is reminiscent from one of the other dimensions where.
Hold on,
hold on. The reason I bring it up is just because there's also some other features, like a little nub there, horns, things like that. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not judging too much, and I don't know if it has anything to do with it. For all we know, it's just an awesome looking cover and has nothing to do with what's going on in the comic.
I'm just saying it's reminiscent of when Sombra was pretty much dominating one of the other dimensions. So.
Yep.
But it does look awesome, and we're going to go ahead and move on here because that was just a minor spoiler, and we've been doing this way too long. Seriously.
No.
So finally, Galaxyland in De Monton, Canada has a Hasbro theme area with a Rainbow Dash ride and pony carousel.
Oh, is this allowed? Well, easy.
Okay, we're just skipping ahead here a little bit here. But... yeah.
By the way, Death and Backstage, I put the image.
Right.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Moving on.
7-minute video. Yeah.
Canada was the birthplace of Generation 4.
Yeah, it was. Oh, nice. They got a nice little background there too. I mean, honestly, I would love to go on this, or I would at least like to steal the Rainbow Dash or one of the little figures that they got.
Prepare to puke rainbow skids.
Make sure you eat your Skittles raindrops. What? No, Skittle
milkshake. Skittle milkshake.
You know what? I'll go with that. I was trying to go with string cheese. Candy floss. Candy floss. We'll just say
candy floss.
Candy floss. Yeah. Cotton candy.
Twizzlers.
It's in there. But yeah, no, this is pretty cool. I mean, this is something that they really should have had when when we're in like season 5, not not at the cusp, not when season 9 is over and they're bringing up Generation 5. But
Well, you gotta think of the construction costs as well.
yeah, no, I get that, but it's also just a small thing that they're literally shoving into a mall. And it's still under construction, to be honest.
Well, COVID did hamper that.
You know, touche. I will give you that 100% touche.
Yeah, but they ended the show like almost 2 years ago now.
Well, considering all the other properties they got going on with this, maybe Hasbro just likes dragging their feet.
Maybe.
I mean, they got a freaking Monopoly racehorse thing. That's actually kind of hilarious looking at it.
Oh,
I'm gonna bet on shoe.
Yeah, go for shoe.
Go for shoe.
I'm surprised they didn't have the main 6 up there instead.
All right.
Well, it's Hasbro properties, so.
And with that, let's go ahead and move on to content creation. Now,
yay.
Now the funny thing is, I mentioned that the artist training ground was going to end, and technically it did, but it didn't end until yesterday. So
now it's art fights.
But yeah, so we had the challenge of not only artist training ground prompts, but we also started to do the normal prompts, which was pirate hat. But we also had the protest initiative challenge.
That's right. I can't remember what it was.
Because you did some pony.
Some pony?
Yep, and it's the reason I've been kind of having fun with our little marshmallow queen here.
Heck.
Morris Pony, oh yeah.
It's ready, Cole. Ready.
Shh, come on. I was giving him hints. I was trying to let him recover.
Somebody's got a whistle.
I do.
Oh no.
Moving on, and Toa, please keep that to a minimum until puzzle time, because we're running out.
I will.
So, just for the sake of it, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump into the one entry I had that encompassed not only the last day of the artist training ground, but both the prompt I gave and the protest prompt. Here's Pirate Rarity going to go and heist gems because for some reason I just didn't feel like saying that she's going to go ransack that booty was a smart move.
That would have been right for in context.
Exactly.
Alright, so I finished off the artist training ground similar to second day 29 for the last artist training ground, and the challenge pick is the one I have for day 30.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what the hell was up with that. Did you? I mean, it looks like you basically made a face cream called Pirate Booty.
It's clearly Gamer Girl bathwater.
Oh.
I was going for, you know, all the gamer fuel and you know, that type of thing that's been going around lately.
You did it. I'm not gonna lie, man. You did a horrible job. Nobody can tell what it is. It looks like. I mean, we got bathwater and facial cream.
You should have put Griff fuel.
Or
nah, that seems way too easy to just be G Fuel.
Dude, she just shoved a thick of Griff pirate booty. And for all we know, it's literally a big cushy thing that looks like an ass in there.
Or
actually, never mind.
No, I'm not gonna finish that line of thinking. I'm not gonna.
No, we're not gonna finish that line of thinking.
Moving right along. Toa, I think you did fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. And there's all the images I've done, minus the last one.
And also we do have Deathlight, who has this awesome little entry here.
Yes. I can't read, and then of course the artist Reaper is like, I'm stupid.
It's beautiful.
Because it's true.
He
can't read.
He can't read.
He is so old. He's from the times where it wasn't common for commoners to read or write.
Oh god damn it! That makes that script I made even make more sense, and I'm more annoyed that I never finished it.
Well, I even for his new character sheet that he has, it even says he can't read. So.
I'm thinking it's a script he wrote long time ago.
It was a while ago.
It was
yeah,
supposed to be for episode 300, I think, or maybe I don't know. It was supposed to be for something, and
It was for like the dumb.
well, I was trying to do a Celebrity Jeopardy knockoff.
Yeah, the
with
Celebrity Jeopardy. That was it. I couldn't remember.
yeah. I still had a few rewrites of the script, and then I had to get a bunch of art things done, and then finances and time kind of fell away from me, and
Yeah.
I still kind of
But
want to do it,
we're-
but yeah, it's kind of.
Life
We're
is-
planning on putting that poor boy in a bunch of other shirts that might not be appropriate.
I can imagine, given the fact that I was
Well-
trying to have some fun and everything went sexual.
But you're just so happy you got a shirt. I mean, look at that happy dumb horse.
He's confused but happy.
He's just a happy dumb horse.
All right, and with that, like I said, the artist training ground is now over, so we are going to start doing weekly prompts. Once again, these prompts are not just for drawing. If you have an affinity for writing, if you have an affinity for animation, if you want to try doing something completely different, like music or interpretive dance or little sock puppets, whatever you have, all we want to do is to inspire you and give you things to try making something of, so you can just have fun and be creative. Because creativity is the food of the soul.
Fit the theme. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a long time since I looked up my fanfiction account. Jesus.
But anyway, the challenge for next week will be tacos.
Ooh, I had some just before stream.
Actually, I've been having tacos on and off the last week and a half. So and the Taco Bell talk yesterday also kind of inspired me a bit.
And the Protest Initiative challenge this week is soap.
Tacos and soap.
Yep.
Soap.
You know what's funny about that? I found out. Have any of you seen the what is it, like the caveman soap, or it's one that was recently being advertised quite a bit. That's supposed to be like this amazing soap that's $7, but it's supposed to be all natural and good for you.
Yeah, you're talking about like your body's not a dish. Use this soap now.
That might be it. That might be it. Like Sasquatch soap or something. I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, I found out that they're actually buying it from a guy called the Soap Guy that sells it to you for like $17 for a brick of 10.
Nice.
It's literal
So
repackaging.
This time the food item is Circuit. It's Circuit's fault that it's food.
I do not care. I think we need food here and there. So food.
Just eat your tacos in the shower. Extra efficiency. Thumbs up.